What's up? Welcome to the Sports Sidebar Podcast. You're tuned in with your boy Rich, and I'm here with my buddies Tom and JD, and we're about to get this thing started. Let's go! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a brand new episode for everybody. Episode 86. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing?
Doing great, man. I'm actually liking this weather, man. It's a little like not too hot, not too cold, nice and breezy spring weather.
I don't know, man. That cold wind is brutal. When it's
not
windy, it's fine. It's just that cold wind is tough.
I don't know, man. I like the cold wind. Not gonna lie. I'm more of a. It's like I feel like it's a outdoor AC sometimes, but.
Yeah, in the summertime it's nice. Not when it's 50 degrees already.
Nah, I like it. I like it all year round. I guess that's the weird thing about me. Like I'll keep the windows open even during the winter.
I hear you.
I mean, let's get right to it, man. We got the NFL going on. I mean, not too much. Everybody's getting ready for the draft. We got your boy Deebo. He wants to trade. I mean, some of the rumors are, the Jets, the Browns, and the Packers are interested in trying to get him, but then 49ers went back and doubled down, talking about they don't want to trade him now. So what do you think is going to happen, man?
I think he stays in San Francisco. I think they try to figure it out. I mean, they don't have to trade him, right? They can, and I still think he doesn't have the fifth-year option because he's a second rounder. But yeah, I think they hold on to him, try to figure it out. I mean, they did this with Raheem Mostert last year. I mean, he wanted out, and they were like, "No, we're not letting you go." Gave him a little extra money. He's happy, he's fine. So my guess is they do something like that with Deebo. Maybe throw him an extra year in cash, and then if he's still upset at the end of the year, they can trade him. But I think they keep him for this year. I mean, that's a team that's built ready to win now. So getting rid of a top 5, top 10 wide receiver just doesn't seem very smart.
If a team comes along and offers, let's say, a second round pick, would you give them up?
I don't know. Again, if I'm Shanahan, probably not this year, because you don't really have any leverage right now. I think for the 49ers that he already, once they request a trade publicly, the NFL teams lose all that leverage. And that's why you see like the Tyreek Hill thing happen quickly, and they got a pretty good return there in KC. Because he wasn't out, being shopped around, or he wasn't out requesting a trade and then being shopped around by the team, because they're not going to give you your best offer, right? If they know that he wants out. But I don't know, second round pick, I just think it's a mistake to trade him. I think that there's good wide receivers in this draft, this deep wide receiver draft, but it's just, he's still a rookie, still getting up to speed in the NFL. So I still think you have a learning curve there, and you're not Deebo Samuel, who's getting 20 touches a game for what a wide receiver is kind of wild. Yeah,
but he's gonna, he definitely wants the money because of the wear and tear. I mean, he sees it coming. So
I don't blame him for wanting the money. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He either wants the money or don't put me in the backfield, right? Like,
but I don't think they have a choice. Like you said, they don't really have much options. Especially he's like the only one there offensively besides Kittle. But I mean, and they don't really have first round picks to go get another receiver, or let's try to sign some other players via free agent. But there's not many left besides Odell, and I think there's a few other guys. But it looks like those guys are holding out and waiting to see how things shape out. So, All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got another edition of the Sports Sidebar Podcast. NFL Mock Draft 2.0. We got the NFL Draft actually kicking off tomorrow. We're going to give you our last edition of our mock drafts, where we think people are going to pick, or who people are going to pick, where some of these people are going to go. And I guess I'm kicking it off with the first pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're going to take eight Hutchinson, man.
You think they're going Hutchinson, huh? You don't think they're going? Trayvon Walker's been the hot name moving up the board.
Yeah, I think I've been hearing that, but honestly, I'm not too fond of. I can see the bust potential in both of them, but I mean, they're gonna have to put other players around them. It's not like these guys are gonna be, I'm gonna say, a game changer by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely gonna be solid defensive players, but they're also gonna have to build around them and get some other players. But I think it's a coin toss from like the top three the top 3 or 4 defensive ends, pass rushers in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think it's a huge drop off between, like, let's say 1, 2, and 3. So I mean, I feel like the best bet would be for them to go offensive line, but I feel like they were like second to last in sacks last year, so they're gonna have to start addressing that defensive side of the ball as well as the offensive line.
No, I hear you. Well, with the second pick, then I'm gonna go with the Lions. Let's go Sauce Gardner at number 2.
Damn.
Detroit needs some help. Needs some help in that defensive backs.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the secondary's been bad. I think that they would love to take Hutchinson here if he's there. I don't think, I mean, they could probably go Trayvon Walker too. He may be one of the most talented, but I think that they try to shore up their defense, the secondary.
Yeah, I think that's definitely where they go. They need a lot of help on defense as well. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they go another defensive player with their next pick. But I'm hearing that they're probably going to look to get a quarterback with that late first round pick. But they were definitely in the market, especially last year. They were at like the 9 spot or whatever, and they were hoping that either of those cornerbacks from last year fell to them, but they got picked right before him. So I know they're definitely looking to get a corner. And then with the third pick, we talked about this guy popping up on the draft boards, moving up. I think they're going to go with Trayvon Walker from Georgia, man. Big, freakish athlete. Didn't have the huge production numbers as we would have thought. But, I mean, he played on the Georgia defensive line where they're probably going to have like 13 guys go from that damn defense within the past 2 years. So it was a lot of talent on that team. So it's going to be interesting to see how he pans out, not on the team. I didn't realize Jermaine Johnson was a backup on the team the year before.
Yep.
So which is crazy because he had 12 sacks this year.
Why you do this to me, Rich? I think number 4, the Jets going to go Kayvon Thibodeau. I think he's just too hard to pass up at that spot if he falls to them at 4.
Yeah, you can let him go to the Giants.
No, that's all you need is another, all pro pass rusher dropping below you and going to the Giants again. So yeah, I mean, you can never go wrong with a pass rusher, and I don't personally love him. I just something about him just doesn't hit me right. But he is super talented. So if they can figure out a way to unleash him, I think he'll be really good.
Yeah, I think that's going to be great for you guys. I mean, you guys already got Williams in the interior, so you guys are going to have somebody on the outside help you build out that defense. I mean, I feel like you guys haven't had a great defensive end since your boy Abraham. But I mean, I'm looking forward to see what these defensive ends do. I don't say there's a lot of pressure on them, but people have a lot of high expectations on them. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's not one of the top 3 or 4 that comes out and starts killing it. So,
yep, for sure.
And then with the fifth pick, we got the Giants. I mean, I'm going to go with the safe pick here. And then I'm going to go in Iquanu from NC State. Offensive line. And we need some offensive line help. We need a lot, man. Figure out what's going on with Daniel Jones, so we got to keep him upright. We got to get this run game going. We got Barkley in the backfield, can't even get past the line of scrimmage because offensive lineman can't block. And then we got to figure out what we got with these receivers, man, because I mean, you can't get on the ball if you keep getting sacked, and the running back has to run out of pocket and scramble. So
you're gonna have to get Kadarius Toney to play first.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't. If he doesn't play or not, I don't think it's gonna matter. Don't get me wrong. He's probably a talented receiver, but he's the least of my worries right now.
I know.
We don't get this quarterback right. It don't matter who the receiver is, who the running back is. We're going to be in the same cycle of trying to figure it out.
No, I agree. Number 6. Since we did this on the last one, I'm going to go a different route here. I'm going to go Charles Cross, tackle, Mississippi State, at number 6 for the Panthers. I think the Panthers need a line. They also need a quarterback. But I think I could see them maybe trying to trade for Baker Mayfield or something like that, and trying to shore up the line and get get a temporary, fix in here for the short term. I don't love any of the QBs this high, and I could actually see Carolina trying to trade down for someone who maybe is reaching for a QB here with Malik Willis or someone like that. But if they're staying here, I think the right way to go is to grab an offensive lineman for them.
Oh yeah, because then they'll give you another year with Donald, and then you can wait it out for the better quarterback class next year. So
yeah, or like I said, you make a trade for a backup type guy.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because next year, like we said, next year's crop is where it's at. And then it's better to have a rookie quarterback with an offensive line than have a rookie quarterback with no offensive line. I mean, we see what happened with Joe Burrow. I mean, he was getting sacked left and right every game in the playoffs. I mean, if he wasn't getting sacked as much as he was, how much of a difference that would have been for that team with those weapons and that defense. So you can only imagine. I mean, I feel like once you can get the offensive line right, everything else is going to come into place.
Yep, I agree.
Because we've seen the Colts have a great offensive line, great defense, and if they just get a quarterback, I mean, it's going to be lights out for a few people. Then back at number 7, we got the Giants again. I'm not going to lie. I probably would just go another offensive lineman because we got Neal sitting there. But I think I'm going to go Jermaine Johnson, get us our pass rusher. Big guy, 6'5". He was, like we mentioned before, he was on that Georgia defense back from last year. Well, not last year, the year before, as a backup. He felt like he wanted more playing time, so he transferred to Florida State. Had 12 sacks last year. I'm looking forward to seeing how the chips fall in this top 10.
This top 10 could go one of many different ways.
Yeah, it's gonna be a domino effect. It's from any pick. Like if any pick changes, it'll change up the whole 1 to 10.
It could get out of hand quickly.
It's
kind of like a fantasy football draft when someone takes a second rounder in the first round and throws everyone for a loop.
Yeah, or like if somebody takes a tight end early, then you see a bunch of tight ends go. Is one of those.
People start freaking out. Yeah, I could definitely see it happening. Where are we at here? Number 8. I think the Falcons are gonna go Garrett Wilson, Ohio State.
Okay.
And I think they're just they're in need of a wide receiver with
common sense,
with a half a brain. And I think they're with Julio gone last year, and then Calvin Ridley's going to be out this year, and Russell Gage signing elsewhere. I think they're Kyle Pitts, and that might be it for them right now. So I think they're going to go wide out here.
Oh yeah, that's one of their needs. If it's not that, or they'll probably go quarterback. But I mean,
again, I just don't love any of the quarterbacks. This is another team where I could see them trying to trade back and pick up the third or fourth wide receiver off the board.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, we're going to see what they're trying to do based off this pick. Because if they don't go quarterback, then they're pretty much going to be tanking all season.
Oh yeah. I think they are. I think they're going to be tanking.
And then at number 9, we got the Seattle Seahawks. I think this is going to be the shocker of the draft. I'm going to give you the shocker of the draft right now. Seattle Seahawks go Malik Willis, quarterback from Liberty. I mean, they lose Russell Wilson. They get their new quarterback for the future to build around. And then, Pete Carroll gets his extension. So.
Yeah, I mean, they need a quarterback. Man, that would be something if they went Malik Willis there. I still think they're probably going to try to shore up their defense a little bit. That's just me. If they go quarterback here, I don't think anyone could blame them.
Oh, no, definitely not. But I wouldn't be surprised if they went Hamilton here as well.
Yeah.
I mean, but most likely, if it's not, I can't see them outside of defense. The only thing I would think they would go for offense would be quarterback. Because, I mean, I don't know if they really believe in what's his name, Drew Lock, as far as being the franchise quarterback. So
no, I think again he's probably a guy that's fine. He can be fine. I just don't think you're going. He maybe make the playoffs, but I don't know.
He can also be your bridge quarterback for Malik as well.
Yeah.
He starts off the season and Malik finishes it off after getting a bunch of reps and then learning their system. So
all right. Well, at number 10, we're gonna go Jets drafting. Oh man, this is tough. Let's go Drake London, USC.
Okay, guys, get your big receiver.
Again, they need a receiver. He's a big guy. He's a little different than what they have on their team. Big target. And again, just surrounding Wilson with different options out there, and I think they need to throw another wide receiver in the mix there, and this is a good draft to get one. So if Wilson's still there, I think they'd probably prefer Wilson, but I think that Wilson or London are where they're going to go.
Oh yeah. Then on to the NBA. I mean, we got playoffs heating up every day by day right now. I mean, as of right now, we had the Heat. They finished off the Hawks. Didn't really expect the Hawks to give them much of a fight. I just feel like they need to rebuild that team around Trae Young again. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think they made a pretty good effort at it. With the free agent signings, a couple trades, re-signing, John Collins. It's tough. This is the tough part of the NBA is like if you don't have one of those top 5 guys, it makes it really hard. Really hard to really do anything in the playoffs. Never mind get there, and then you're walking into a loaded Eastern Conference. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for them.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to make a big move, I think, to try to make that jump to the next level. I don't know if they're gonna be trading Collins and somebody else in a package deal to try to get like a superstar or a top tier guy, maybe like a Donovan Mitchell or. I'm trying to see who else is on the market. There's not really many other guys in the market unless you try to go get Anthony Davis. Maybe the Lakers would take that pick. I don't take that trade, like Collins and Hunter for Davis. So, but I don't know, man. There's not really much out there for them to do. They've been trying to build it through the draft. They've been getting some decent pieces, but they're gonna have to do something to get to that next level.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Then we got you got your Celtics. Finishing off Brooklyn. I'm hearing rumors Ben Simmons is ready for Game 5, but obviously there's no Game 5.
The whole Ben Simmons thing was odd.
I don't know. Maybe he's just ready for next year. Maybe he wasn't going to play at all. He was just hyping people up. Looks like I'm not gonna lie. I like what Kyrie said. It seems like he kind of took some responsibility throughout the season for him not being there as much as he should have.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it just took too long for him to do that.
Yeah, but I think maybe he did it now just because sometimes people change. I don't say people change, but maybe he thought in his head that I'm too good. I don't have to play the full season. But Kevin Durant, he's definitely mad about it because now he's going to hear the LeBron comparisons or people talk about he's better than LeBron. But LeBron would definitely at least won a game.
Yeah, so as good as Durant is, he doesn't.
He's not a team multiplier. Sometimes he's just more of a.
He's an individual.
Yeah,
contributor.
For me, he's more of a he can cancel out another top guy on the opposite end as far as scoring, but he doesn't really make players better around him.
No, he doesn't. And you saw him, I felt like in a couple of those games, maybe Game 3, he was trying to facilitate more, trying to get guys involved, and just I don't know, he just wasn't. It didn't have the same effect as when he's just scoring. He needs he needs that other kind of guy, I think, and I'm not sure if that's Kyrie or not.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Kyrie, but I think they also need a big two. I think they really missed Jared Allen not being on the team.
Yeah, but they also couldn't guard. They had Kyrie on Jaylen Brown, and there's a mismatch. Like they don't really. I mean, Bruce Brown is. I guess he's okay, but he doesn't really provide you much on the other end of the floor. Not that you probably need it with Kyrie and Durant, but I don't know. I think they're just a little. The guys that they have, their role players are just a tier below where they need to be for them to be, a championship contender, I think.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to go trade like either Seth or your boy Joe for like a defensive guy, like I don't want to say like a what's his name from
PJ Tucker.
Yeah, like a PJ Tucker type of player at like the forward spot, and then they're gonna need another rebound guy. Defensively, I mean they got Drummond, but he's not. He kills them sometimes because he can't make free throws. He's like situational sometimes, and a lot of teams are running these small ball.
You saw what Nick Claxton did too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's going to need a lot of help.
Yep.
Like I don't feel like they need another offensive player. But maybe Ben Simmons, when Ben Simmons comes back, maybe that's that big spot for them on the defensive end, and they just get another defensive player that can help them out and score or do some other things.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to keep Kyrie on, like, let's say Jaylen Brown or Tatum or something like that.
Yep.
And you can just keep him out on a worst player like how Philly does with James Harden.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the Bucks. I mean, they're pretty much going to finish them off.
3-1.
Oh, 3-1, my bad.
We're about to close it out tonight.
Yeah, because they need some time off so they get Middleton healthy. But, I mean, Giannis is doing his thing. The others, the role players, are stepping up. So, I mean, I'm not seeing much. I think they're going to be a tough team, even though nobody's really looking at them.
Who's not looking at them?
Well, I mean, like, talking about them. Like, nobody's really saying that, Bucks.
They're the odds-on favorite to come out of the East.
Oh, still? I thought they were...
No, they're still. It's they might be the odds-on favorite to win the NBA championship right now. Oh, it's Golden State, and then Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, because we'll get to Golden State in a minute, but
yeah. The Celtics are 3 behind them.
3. Mm-hmm. Then we got the 76ers and Toronto. Philly's in trouble, man.
So
they're probably gonna get by Toronto, but they're not getting by anybody else, especially with Embiid with the messed up thumb.
I've been telling you, man, this team they just can't get it done in the playoffs. And I get, Doc is having to defend himself, and it's just kind of crazy. Yeah,
it makes the Ben Simmons trade look really bad, man. When you look at that team, it's like nobody else on the roster outside of Harden, Maxey, Tobias Harris, and Embiid. So maybe Tobias goes in off season, man.
Yeah,
they get some more pieces because they're gonna need a lot of help too, man. They're kind of like Atlanta. They need to do something else to take it to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the second round matchups, we're gonna have the
Celtics Bucks.
I mean, the Heat gonna be playing probably the winner of the Toronto and Philly matchup.
Yep.
And then we're gonna have the Celtics Bucks, which is gonna be a great matchup. I'm gonna say 7-game series because I don't think Middleton's gonna be back in time.
I don't think so. I think you're right. I think this is going to be a knockdown, drag them out type of a series. Two really just tough teams, and I can't wait to hate on Grayson Allen for the next couple weeks. Yeah,
I mean, hopefully he doesn't try to take out one of your players.
He will. Don't worry.
Because I mean, this is a very similar matchup. I mean, you guys got two super. Well, I mean, they're very similar teams. I mean, you got 2 superstars on both teams, like all-stars, and you got a great defensive player and Smart on the Celtics, and you got Holiday on the other side, and then you guys got a bunch of like good role players. I mean, you got Horford, and you got Portis. I mean, it's almost a mirror match, I want to say, at times, as far as how the teams look against each other. But it's going to be interesting to see if you guys can you guys did a great job on Durant. Let's see what you guys can do on Giannis as far as stopping him, getting him out of his comfort zone, and then slowing up some of the other players. So
yep.
Then we're going to have then on the West, I mean, we got the Suns are up 3-2 on the Pelicans. Close game last night. I think they're going to probably put away the Pelicans unless Zion comes back or something, because they're going to need some help because your boy Bridges is locking people down. Causing a lot of trouble for B.I. B.I. still getting his points, but I think if they had something else on the inside, that would help him give the Suns a lot more trouble. Because Ayton shows up here and there, but I think they're going to put him away in that next game tomorrow night. So
I agree.
Then we got Memphis and the Timberwolves. I mean, your boy Ja Morant took over last night, dunked on a bunch of people. Literally another SportsCenter top 10 moment. I mean, hit one of the game-winning, I won't say game-winning, but the layup. Layup, and then, I put him up with that three-pointer. So, I mean, he pretty much single-handedly helped him come back in that game. But I think they're going to have to put him away in the next one because they do not want it to go to the 7 games, man. You don't want to give that other team any light.
No, it's going to be a tough one back in Minnesota on Friday night. But, that's going to be they don't want that. I mean, I think it's going to go 7. Memphis does not want it to get to 7. But, this has been probably the most entertaining series with both teams kind of built similarly. Minnesota, has had some big leads that they've blown in a few of these games. They had another big lead last night. I think they were up 15 in the fourth quarter. Pat Beverly started talking some trash, and then he awoke,
as always,
he awoke Ja Morant. So like you said, Ja carried Memphis to the win there at the end of that game.
Oh yeah, and then we got the Warriors and the Nuggets. Another great series. I mean, the Warriors are getting into form right now, which is ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
they got Steph coming off the bench to give him some bench scoring and some more firepower. Also reserves him. I mean, he's not coming into like 6 minutes after 6 minutes left in the first, which is ridiculous. But I mean, they're doing that to give him more room so he could finish games, which is helping him out. So Jordan
keeping him fresh too.
Fresh, yeah. Jordan Poole's been playing great, which is a plus for them. It's giving them that three-headed monster on scoring between him, Clay, and Steph. I mean, Clay has been getting back into form as well with those damn threes, shooting great. I mean, they got Draymond playing defense. I mean, the Nuggets wouldn't let them catch that back up, man. I mean, the Golden State kept making runs, but Denver kept hitting some threes with those other guys. So I mean, but it's 3-1, man. I don't think Joker's got it in them to win another three. Against that team.
But I do give them all the credit in the world because they could have easily just laid down on Sunday and just given up and went to the off season and they fought hard, even though Golden State came back and took the lead. They were able to take it down. But yeah, I think this is probably the end of the road for them. Like you said, Golden State's firing on all cylinders right now, and Steph's getting healthier and healthier, and everyone's just looking, they're looking kind of like the team that's been all those finals. So
yep, and that's the thing. They're not even at full strength, which is crazy.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to see the next round matchup as well. To see if they keep Steph coming off the bench. We'll have to wait and see. Then we got Dallas and Utah. I mean, Dallas is just too much for Utah right now, especially with Luka
last night.
Yeah, especially with Luka playing, man. I mean, he's the head of that snake. He's making them run. Even though they still play great without him, they're going to be a dangerous team too to beat because they got others that get hot at times, and you're just like, what the hell? What the hell is going on? Who is this guy? But I mean, Utah. It was fun seeing you guys in the playoffs. But as always, man, Utah's.
Yeah. I think they probably close them out tomorrow night, is my guess. He said I think that Luka coming back, playing as well as he did the last few nights, it's just too much for that Utah team.
Oh yeah, I wonder how this is going to affect Mitchell as well.
Yeah.
To see if he tries to get up out of there.
Yeah, it could. I mean,
he's had a bunch of first round exits.
Yeah. So you either do you trade him or do you? I mean, what else? So this is a thing in the NBA. It's just so hard. Like, what kind of help can you get him that he doesn't already have? Yeah, so he's 25. He's got his Gobert. I know Ingles got hurt. So maybe but it's just like where do you find the money and who are they going to get? I mean, I know they have Danny Ainge now, kind of running the shop over there. So.
But yeah, who wants to come to Utah? That's the real question.
Exactly.
But that's that. Maybe that's their move to move him, and then it's going to help him get some better pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're probably going to see the Suns playing Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll see Memphis play the Warriors, which will be another good matchup. Like I said, I'm looking forward to NBA playoffs been great, despite people complaining that it's not the same because LeBron's out there. I think we're still getting some great basketball.
There has been. It's been fun.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you've seen. Have you watched the Winning Time yet?
I haven't watched it yet. No.
I mean, all these people are giving the show flag. I heard the show is great, but like all the players they portray in it, I heard they're pissed off about how they're portrayed.
Yeah, Jerry West is trying to like sue them or something.
Sue them, yeah. Try to take it to Supreme Court, which is ridiculous. But they said it's not like it's part like fictional, so to say. Like it's not like a direct like depiction of like all the events that happened. I'm sure they like Hollywooded the story to make it more watchable and make it not as boring. But I mean, I think it's a great thing for people to watch because I feel, especially if you're a younger person. I mean, you probably don't remember who the hell the Showtime Lakers were.
Yeah.
The last time you probably remember the Lakers were Kobe, and people didn't realize why he was so great. Mm-hmm. But before him, I mean, it was the Showtime Lakers with Magic, and I don't think people ever got a chance to see that. But maybe this helps. Maybe this helps. Beef up the aurora of some of those players. But I'm definitely looking forward to binge watching it straight through. So
yeah.
I mean, let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. We got another edition of JD's Bites and Brew. What you got for us?
All right. So for today, we're gonna go with a steak with an interesting sauce on it this time. So we got a couple Delmonico steaks. For those not as in tune with those, they got a little more fat content in them, so they're a little juicier. So did just salt and pepper on them, and then actually had this like bourbon brown sugar rub on it. So threw that on, give it a little nice like caramelization. Threw that on the grill. While that was going, did some green beans and a salad. So roasted the green beans in the oven, just a little olive oil, salt, pepper. Throw them in for like 25 minutes. And then the salad was just a arugula salad with some walnuts and a honey mustard dressing.
Okay.
And then the sauce was like an apple butter type sauce. So it was like a chopped up apple, some scallions, thrown in a little bit of butter. So get that all fried up, then toss in some chicken stock.
Okay.
And chicken stock and what else? I think that was it really. Yeah, just chicken stock. Oh, and a little bit of sugar, just to, again, kind of caramelize those apples down. And yeah, just cook the steaks. I usually cook them, medium rare-ish. And then let them rest for a little bit, slice them up, throw them on a plate with the green beans and the salad, and then top it off with that sauce.
Oh, nice. That sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Fairly
healthy. Not over, outside of the butter sauce is pretty healthy.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is one of the, I don't say weirdest things or most oddest things you'd like in a salad?
I mean, I'd eat anything on a salad, really. Oddest thing, I don't know. I just feel like you can put almost anything with lettuce. I used to think like strawberries were weird on it, but if you have a little bit of goat cheese, it's a little kind of tangy with the like a strawberries and some walnuts or something like that. It actually goes really well. So I don't know. I don't know what the weirdest salad topping to I don't know. What do you got in your mind there?
I don't know, man. I think I don't know. Maybe the cranberries.
Yeah.
I like the shaved. Trying to think. I don't really get too kinky with my salads as far as like random stuff being put in there. But
what's your go-to topping?
For a salad, definitely blue cheese, but
yeah,
I'm a blue cheeseologist. So
yeah.
But as far as like other,
another topping, not a dressing, like a topping.
Oh, I'm definitely throwing in some kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Croutons, tomatoes. I like the grilled onions, like not too grilled. Just throw them on the pan real quick. Get a little sear. I don't want to say sear, but a little.
Caramelize
nice
them a little bit.
So yeah, just a little bit. Then I'll season them with some pepper. Throw them in there. Then you get your egg, your boiled egg, either.
So you're a big Cobb salad fan.
Sometimes, like if
blue cheese. I mean, it's got all your fixins in there.
Yeah, but sometimes I might not use chicken though. See, I might throw in throw in a barbecue steak or trying
to think I like that steak Cobb. Throw a little blue cheese, avocado, and the steak.
Sometimes I try to stay away from the avocado. Sometimes hit or miss for me in a salad.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I can see that. Depends what else you have in there.
yeah, sometimes I try to stay with a certain group of things, but I don't try to overload it with stuff in the salad. But
Gotcha.
Those are not my normal go-tos.
Yeah, buffalo chicken's mine. That's my go. I'll put that on. Just I just really like it on salad. It makes a little buffalo chicken. Throw some blue cheese on top. I'm good to go.
Oh yeah, I mean, just can't go wrong with blue cheese on a salad, man.
Yeah, that's the truth.
But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I don't like when they I try to like if a salad has blue cheese crumbles in it and I'm still gonna put blue cheese on it.
Yeah.
I try not to get the blue cheese crumbles. I feel like that's too much sometimes.
Yeah, I'm with you. I actually had a salad today that had some blue cheese crumbles in it. And it was just it's a little over blue cheese for me. Yeah, too much.
Yeah, too much.
You got to get the chunks in the dressing, which are good, But I think they're good sparingly. I don't like to have too many blue cheese crumbles in there.
Oh yeah. And then what'd you guys drink that down with?
All right, so this is a beer out of just north of Portland, Maine, called Lone Pine. They recently started distributing again. Like a lot of these, I think a lot of these breweries now that things are saturated, I would say that they're really trying to get their beer out there. So this is a pastry stout called Choco Tuesday. So everyone loves Choco tacos and Taco Tuesday. This was their take on a pastry stout. So it's chocolate, vanilla, waffle cones, a little bit of peanut flavor, and typically I've had some stouts from these guys. I've had some other beers that are decent. I've had some stouts from them that just weren't very good at all. But this one, I was pleasantly surprised. It was pretty solid. It wasn't. I think it was 8%, so not like too high ABV. But I feel like in the past their issue has been just like holding that flavor profile where it kind of just their stouts almost come out as like a little bit thin. And this one, wasn't like thick, but I felt like the flavor profile was there, and it held really well. So you could really get that waffle cone flavor, chocolate flavor in there. So yeah, I thought it was I was again pleasantly surprised. I thought it was really good. I'd probably throw it at like let's go 7.8.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's better than the previous one. So
yeah, this one was good. Again, like I wasn't like overly thrilled when I saw it, but I was like, I'll give it a try, and it turned out to be pretty good. I think that's like half the battle sometimes with these is like just getting over whether you've had a bad experience at a brewery or with a beer from a brewery, or just like looking at it and being like, I don't know about this, and then sometimes people will quickly go on to like Untapped or one of those beer rating sites, and if they don't like it, they're like, yeah. But this one isn't like, it's not terrible rating, but it's not like high either. But I thought it was, again, I thought they did a pretty good job with this one. I thought it came out well.
That's awesome, man. Because now you can add this one to the list or use it as a come around as far as like add it to your inventory.
Exactly.
And that's JD's Bites and Brew, everybody. And then not too much for BRRs this week. Watched the No Exit movie. It's about a girl that ends up at this like shack during a snowstorm, and then she discovers a girl kidnapped in a car, kind of like a Clue type of Clue movie, or like who kidnapped the person. I don't want to tell you who did it. It's okay. Probably a movie I'll probably never watch again. Something I just put on just to check out, just because of the title and stuff. But just okay. Probably give it like a 6 out of 10. Just because of what happens, it kind of gets ridiculous. It's just like, okay. But I mean, if you could probably put it on if you're looking for something to watch, but I mean, it's not something I would recommend. Then outside of that, I mean, we had The Flight Attendant season 2 came back. There's only 2 episodes out for the second season. I'm not gonna lie, the show is kind of ridiculous, but
I'm still working my way through season 1. I don't know how they get to a season 2.
Yeah, when it kicks off, it's like, oh, okay,
I feel
It's
like
kind of normal.
It's already like in ridiculous range, and I think I'm at like the third or fourth episode.
Yeah,
season 1.
Yeah, it starts off normal, then it gets ridiculous again.
Yeah.
But I mean, it gives you something to watch. Quick episodes, about a half an hour each. That's what I said. It's just one of those shows. Like, it's not really. It's not necessarily bad, but it's it's doing what it's supposed to do in its like genre. It's not like trying to be like any other show. But as I said, it's just one of those.
Even with the ridiculousness, it's not like a bad show. It's like this would, like, you get to a point you're like, this would never happen.
Yeah, this would never happen in real life. Never. There's no way. But you just watch it just to see how far it can go, and then like where the hell it's going. And it's funny at times too with certain characters. But like I said, the great thing about it is a half an hour show, so it's not like the episodes are dragging out. I mean, they're still pretty much getting right to it. So Then we got Halo. I mean, the last episode they had some action. There's a new episode out this week. Looking forward to seeing where they go now, since we got some more action. I just hope we get more action with more episodes. I hope they don't have to wait more episodes to get more action. But pretty much a depiction of the game. But they're getting more into detail with characters, stuff like that. It's not a bad show. Definitely something you can check out if you're looking for something to watch. As well as Moon Knight. They got like 2 episodes left. I know episode 5, I think, is out this week or today. So I'm looking forward to watching that. Seeing the season finale next week. Seeing where the show goes. I'm just sad there's only 6 episodes, man. But I mean, Disney knows what they're doing. They're trying to get out all these shows on Disney Plus to build up their brand for Disney Pluses, so to say. Because as Marvel's about to get crazy, because after Doctor Strange comes out next Friday. So then we had outside of that, I mean, we had checked out the other show, We Own the City. New show on HBO Max. I mean, I know I mentioned one of our favorite shows, The Wire. This is The Wire 2.0. It takes place in Baltimore. Follows like some of the stuff going on in Baltimore on 2017, in reference to like the corruption with the police force. But this is short series 2. I don't think they're going to do. I don't know if it's limited or just a short season. This was like straight to HBO Max, but they're putting out 1 episode a week. It gives you the Wire feel from the jump. Some of the characters from the Wire in the show, but they play different roles, obviously. But focuses on the police corruption in Baltimore at that time. It feels exactly like if they took The Wire. Like after you finish watching The Wire, if you watch this, it seems like it goes together, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And this is based off true events too, that happened around the time. So. Yeah,
I do want to. I gotta get on that one. That one sounds good.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to it. But I just wish they gave him more episodes. I hate having to wait a week to watch a show now.
We've been spoiled, Rich.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
But would you rather do that, or would you rather wait like Ozark and wait 3 months until they release the next 6 episodes? I think I'm almost like on the Ozark side, like release all those up front, or release half the season and then wait a couple months and then release the other half.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if you do it, like I feel like all these networks need to time out their shows. Like,
oh yeah.
So like after you can get you get something to like binge watch, and then like you can jump to this network and binge watch something, and then you go back to this network when they got something else and binge watch something. But that's not how they do it. They're all trying to fight for the same our subscription dollars. But
yep.
It's gonna be interesting to see who comes out with the best shows. And then I don't know if you saw they launched the CNN
Plus. Yeah, the one that cost them like $250 million.
Yeah, shut down after 3 weeks. I mean, it looks like they tried to get in the game, but didn't have enough subscribers, man. So
yeah, what a nightmare.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll sell it, like they'll sell their like catalog to another network to run it on theirs as well. Like combine, like Discovery has like multiple channels on theirs, which they probably already own, or kind of how Netflix will license out some stuff from certain networks. So
yep.
Then that's pretty much for the BRRs, man.
Nice.
So all right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time.
Till next time, Rich.
I want to thank y'all for rocking out here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.